Hi there, good afternoon. You're watching Market Fatafat on ET now. I am Snehisha. With me on the show is my colleague Ankita, and lots to talk about. This is a show where we are going to be taking you through all the stocks that are buzzing, and within a minute we are going to be telling you why these stocks are in focus. Before doing that, just taking a quick look at the market right now. Market's doing well. In fact, almost at the day's highest point. 25,567 is where we are at, about 0.4% uptick on the Nifty, 0.3% uptick coming on the Sensex. The Nifty Bank is the resilient pocket today in the market, about 1% of an uptick. So 0.8% to be very precise is the kind of uptick, in 520 points on the spot basis is the kind of move that we're seeing on the Nifty Bank today. If you take a look at what's happening in the broader end of the market, the Nifty mid-cap is not doing all that much. In fact, it's just 0.1% higher. The Nifty small cap is absolutely flat. So no show of strength coming in from the broader end of the market today. It's the benchmarks that are doing all the heavy lifting. Sectorally, it's the day of the energy stocks, followed by realty, Nifty Bank, FMCG, Pharma, PSU banks, metal, and Nifty Defense is absolutely flat. On the flip side, there's a big cut coming in on Nifty Auto, a 1% cut on that index, the top losing sector, followed by slight cuts in Nifty Media as well as Nifty IT. That's also 0.8% lower. But Ankita, what are you spotting?
Absolutely, Snehi. So that's how the market is shaping up largely. But it's time to get on board our technical analyst, Akshay Bhagwat, Senior Vice President, Derivatives Research, JM Financial Services, joining us. Hi, Akshay. Good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for joining us. Snehi, you spoke about other stocks, but a basket that's really taking it on the chin today are the broking stocks. Why? Take us through the details for that.
Oh yes, lots of broking stocks in focus today, and in fact it's names like you have Angel One, you have BSE, you have Grow. All of these stocks are taking it on the chin today on the back of some new regulations that we're seeing from the RBI. And last week the RBI tightened regulations governing loans extended to firms engaged in proprietary trading in equities and commodities, as well as those providing leverage to clients. The move is aimed at curbing excessive speculative activity in the domestic markets and strengthening risk management across the financial system. Now, under this revised framework, banks can extend credit to SEBI-regulated brokers and intermediaries only on a fully secured basis. Partial security, unsecured guarantees, or promoter-only guarantees will no longer be permitted. Every loan must now be backed entirely by collateral. Now, on the back of this, the bank funding channel becomes less attractive for brokers. There will be a shift towards CPs, NCDs, and NBFC borrowings likely. Large retail brokers may rework funding models, and trading costs may rise for clients, making some of these broking stocks lesser attractive. So it's names like Grow, Motilal Oswal, Nuvama. We've seen a fair bit of recovery for some of these names too. But still under pressure is names like Angel One and BSE. BSE is taking a very sharp knock in trade today. So those are some of the stocks that we're watching out for today.
All right, so brokering firms, in focus on the back of that news flow. But Akshay, coming to you, you picked out AU Small Finance Bank for us. Tell us what you see on the charts for this one. It's been an outperformer. It's given us like 32% gains in the last 6 months. Going forward, what do you see on the charts? What are the levels to watch out for?
Good afternoon to all. It's if you look at today's market, the banking pack is holding strong, and technically most of the mid and small cap banking stocks are doing well. AU Finance Bank perfectly fits the technical charts. It's on a strong uptrend, been in a sideways consolidation since past 4 to 5 weeks, and I think it's in most probably an accumulation zone and setting up for a breakout above 1010, which is most likely, and setting up for target of 1075 to 1100. So a positive view for broader targets till 1075 on AU Bank.
All right, moving on to the next counter that is in focus, and that is Torrent Pharma that is in focus. In fact, Torrent Pharma, that's up and away 6% at the back of good set coming in. An inline set, largely PAT revenue, EBITDA, and the margins all in line with what we were penciling in. Let me take you through the results then. The PAT is up 26.2% at 635 odd crores. The revenue also saw an uptick of 17.6% on a year-on-year basis at 3,300 crores. The margin saw an expansion of 40 basis points at 32.9%, and EBITDA also saw an uptick of 19% at 1,088 crores. Now, we do have Nuvama that's come out with the note of Torrent Pharma that's maintaining a buy call, and the target price has been revised upwards to 4,700 from an earlier 4,180. They feel that the Torrent delivered a stable quarter with continued operational improvement. The margin expansion reflects strong cost control and operating leverage, and they also feel that the branded market remains the key growth engine for the company, and on the back of that they're maintaining a buy call, and the stock is up in a way 4.3%.
Okay, so that's the uptick coming in on Torrent Pharma today. Good set of numbers and good move coming in from brokerages as well. But shifting focus on the flip side, a stock that's not doing well at all today was Ola Electric. Weak set of Q3 numbers coming in. The revenue has taken a knock of 55%. The EBITDA has come in at a loss figure, loss of 271 crore rupees versus a net loss of 460 crore. That's on the EBITDA front. But what's really concerning is the net loss number that's come in at 487 crores versus the loss of 564 crores. So the loss is not reducing, in fact, for Ola Electric. Other than this, the other reason why the stock is under so much pressure today is a downgrade coming in from MK on Ola Electric, wherein they've downgraded the stock to a sell from a buy. So that's a massive downgrade coming in. They've also cut the target price to 20 rupees from 50. So that's more than a half cut coming in on the stock price. Weak quarter with expanding EBITDA losses is something that they're not liking. Current state of operations casts doubt on the survival of Ola. That's a very big statement coming in from MK. They also believe that Ola has seen a consistent volume decline this time around. They're also seeing market share loss. And more importantly, they've turned net debt of around 670 crores compared to a net cash position of 160 crores in the first half of the financial year. Lastly, they're saying that if at all they have to play this e-two-wheeler theme, they would rather go with Ather, TVS Motors as well as Bajaj Auto. So they do not prefer Ola, and that's the reason why the stock is under pressure.
All right, Ola reeling under pressure yet again after its quarterly results. But Akshay, you've picked out yet another private sector bank, Federal Bank, that's also an outperformer. Tell us on the charts, what are the levels to watch out for?
Yeah, so Federal Bank is the another mid-cap banking name which has strongly held its ground despite the market volatility. And if you look at the charts, I think it's been a one-way move for Federal Bank, just that the last couple of weeks has seen some bit of a range-bound scenario around 280. But in all likelihood, it is setting up for the breakout of the range on the upside, post which possible targets work out till 310 to 315 zone. So with a stop loss below 277, I'm looking forward for targets of 315 in Federal Bank.
Okay, Akshay, on that note, we'll let you go. That's a 315 rupee target coming in on Federal Bank. Thanks so much today for your time, Akshay. Thank you so much. Okay, viewers, with that, we've reached the midday mark of the show and time to take a very short break. On the other side, we're going to be talking about some more stocks and also a very special corporate conversation lined up. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.